Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be going for Ultimate Champion League on Path of Legends with 3.0 Xbow Cycle as always. So in the last video was the road to Ultimate Champion League. Also just wanted to say a quick little shout out to all the channel members for supporting the channel. I've had a lot of you guys join recently, really grateful. If you guys didn't know, you can get some perks such as my Clash Royale friend links and exclusive videos here on the channel. If you want to join as a member, more info in the description below. Anyways, let's get right into the matches and try and get Ult Champ today. So found our first match against Steer Ghost. Going to be trying to go undefeated today. I would say that I don't exactly have the best win rate. I mean, I know I've lost like I think 4 or 5 times so far. Okay, goes for Hog first play and then arrows. Gonna archers because he just went for arrows. I can probably get a small lock. He just go for mirror. Okay, wow. So he has mirror in here. That is very interesting. Hog first play. So usually when they go Hog first play and you don't have a Tesla in cycle, I do prefer to go Xbow because it is kind of guaranteed to not let you take any damage. If you go for like, for example, skeletons, archers, log, and they have arrows like my opponent did just now, they can still, arrows away your counters and get some damage, but Expo is like a guaranteed pull. I also like to go for it in that placement, offensive Expo, because you can get a lock, which is what I tried to do, but he had the mirror arrows there, very interesting. Goes Mega Knight at the back, so it's going to be Mega Knight, Hog, arrows. I think this is a very common deck, in mid-ladder type, trophy ranges, I guess. And I guess in terms of mid-ladder, like Path of Legends ultimately becomes kind of mid-ladder style eventually. Also, I think I can probably stack archers if I need to, but I might not need to. Okay, goes for a wizard. Gonna fireball the Mega Knight, wizard, and mini P.E.K.K.A. That is a lot of fireball value. And gonna skeleton just to protect my Tesla a little bit, just in case he goes for a hog or something and I need it. Now I'm gonna go for an Expo because if he goes for a hog, it's gonna jump over the river and I'll get a lock. Goes for a Valk. Okay, I think I can go archers because if he goes for arrows, he won't have enough for a hog because he should be quite low in elixir after that mini P.E.K.K.A. Push, and now he just went for arrows. He's super low. I think he's probably gonna go for mirror arrows if I had to guess, but gonna Ice Spirit just to predict whatever. And this is a huge lock, like I suspected, because he's just low in elixir, and basically, since he went Valk, if he went Hog instead, it would have jumped over the river. Expo would have targeted the tower instead, because, it does retarget, so yeah, that's kind of why I did that play, and just because of that nice punish, we get a lot of damage, so, Expo, as I always say, is definitely a punish-type deck where you do want to wait for your opponent to make a mistake, and then you can really, hit them hard with a good Expo push. Gonna go Skeletons, then cycle back to an Expo, because he should be kind of low in elixir, actually. I mean, he just spent the Hog, and then the mirror hog, and yeah, he actually doesn't even have enough for a Mega Knight. Gonna hover Knight in case he does go for Mega Knight, but honestly, okay, he does go for Mega Knight, gonna Knight. I think it went a bit late, but it's fine because, I mean, the Expo's already dead anyways, and rather his tower is pretty much gone. So yeah, really nice little push there. He goes for arrows, gonna Ice Spear just to make sure to take a jump, and then I think this game is pretty much in the bag. Gonna pre-Tesla in the middle, so this Tesla placement doesn't pull a hog by default, but if it pops up, it will pull a hog. For example, right now if he goes for hog, it will go to the Tesla because the Tesla is active on the Valk. I can also push the hog into my Tesla with a cycle card, for example, Ice Spirit or Skeleton, so not really a big deal. Just gonna log, and don't need to log cycle in the left anymore because his tower is pretty much in fireball range, so this game is pretty much over. Like I was saying, the hog does go to the Tesla because it was up and kind of active for a bit. That should be fully defended. I can go archers for the Mega Knight, just log it back just to defend, and I just pretty much have to defend this final Mega Knight defense. Just gonna go for a fireball on the tower. That's gonna be a really nice win against Mega Knight, Hog, Mirror. Pretty interesting matchup there. Hopefully helps you guys out with how to play against that. Just punish their mistakes in single. If they go super aggressive like he did, you should be in for a pretty good position. So let's get right into the next match. Alright guys, found a game against what looks to be a Korean player if I'm not mistaken. Actually, yeah, I think his clan is the Korean flag, so it should be Korean characters. Gonna go for an Ice Spirit to start things out. With this deck, I generally love to go Ice Spirit first play just because it's a very safe, non-commitment play, like a low-commitment play, like it's 1 elixir. Okay, Bar Barrel plus Archers. This should be Graveyard or E-Giant, if I had to guess. Just gonna log on the left and then just get some log cycle going, and he goes for a Phoenix. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a Knight. I don't want a Tesla because I don't want to screw my cycle over. If I go Tesla and it dies and he can go E-Giant the bridge, I'll be kind of screwed. So yeah, just gonna go Knight for the Phoenix and goes for Gold Knight. Now I think I'm gonna Tesla, so I've kind of figured out the E-Giant matchup a lot more, I would say. And I generally like to go Tesla against the Gold Knight or Knight. If I don't have Knight in cycle, I go Tesla. Obviously, you can't go Archers against the Gold Knight because it's just going to kind of get screwed over. Okay, goes for a really bad Lightning. Going to Expo and Knight to predict the cannon because that's pretty much all he has to counter. Yeah, nice catch. Going to Skeletons catch the Bar Barrel. This should be pretty much a huge lock just because of that punish. Nice. And I'm going to go Archers to predict his Archers because that's pretty much all he has in cycle right now. And we do get them off perfect, so really nice punish there. And that is pretty much going to be a good game already because, I mean, his tower's already down. So wonderful, wonderful stuff. Like I said, I do like to go Tesla against Golden Knight, and you know, for example, like I said, Xbow's a punish type deck, and I recognized, okay, he went for a terrible lightning in single. He went lightning on my Tesla when it was single elixir, didn't even have much elixir in hand, so I just went for an Xbow and punished, and that's why Tesla can be pretty good, I guess. A better player obviously would have been more patient there and, you know, just let the Golden Knight die, but since he went for such aggressive lightning, I knew, okay, lightning costs 6 elixir, he can't afford a E-Giant in time for sure, so I just went for the Xbow to punish. All he pretty much had in cycle was the cannon. Phoenix wouldn't have really done the trick, so Knight to predict was also good. Okay, he's going super aggressive with these lightning predictions, or I don't even know what to call them. Okay, bad Ice Spirit. Actually, it did jump somehow. Not bad. That Phoenix is going to respawn. That's actually problematic. Yeah, okay, I have to go Archers for that, I think. So not the best punish, I guess, but yeah, pretty much just wanted to punish because that was, again, a super aggressive lightning on his end. But it should be okay. We take some chip, but yeah, all I have to do is defend E-Giant pushes for 1 minute, which is going to be really easy. I would say in terms of this matchup, like, defense is not that hard, unless they go for, like, a really annoying Golden Knight NATO play. But the main problematic part about this matchup is getting a lock, because if they play it well, it's pretty much impossible to get a lock, but I was able to punish, thankfully. He goes for a really aggressive lightning again. Gonna stack archers. He might NATO them into the Phoenix. If he does, that's gonna be fine. Got a defensive Xbow anti-lightning placement. I believe he actually lightninged, not hitting my tower, so that's really nice. I don't even think I need to Tesla for this E-Giant. I can just Ice Spirit log, and then archers plus the Xbow, and just everything coming together should defend that very easily. So yeah, no need to even go for a Tesla. Now gonna cycle a high Tesla just because why not? And anti-lightning, that's going to be GG. Wonderful win against E-Giant. Like I said, pretty much just Tesla against the Golden Knight, because if you go Archers against Golden Knight in single, you'll get screwed over, because Golden Knight just destroys Archers. So Tesla baited out a terrible lightning, and then was able to get a really nice punish with that Xbow. And yeah, pretty much won against E-Giant, avoiding a really annoying matchup. So wonderful stuff there. Let's keep the matches going. Alright guys, Founder game against Colosso. Also, I know it has been quite a few days since I last posted a video. Been really busy with school stuff, you know, project work has been very intense, but yeah, gonna be trying to get back to my upload schedule if I can. I also do want to get Ultimate Champion on my other account. So far I only have 1 loss on it, so should be a really good win rate if I can manage to play well. We'll see. I'm just the E-Spirit plus gang. Gonna go for an Xbow just because it should be Logbait, and I just want to find out exactly at night. Princess, okay, gonna go for Knight because he might not go for a rocket, he might go for Inferno Tower. Okay, he does go for a rocket, well played. Usually I like to try and base what they're doing or rather I try and base like what I think their decision is going to be on how they play. So, you know, if they go Knight plus Princess, it's already 6 elixir. I kind of have a feeling they won't go for a rocket, but I guess he did just now. Also, nice Ice Spirit Skeletons there. That does defend the barrel for only 1 hit, so I know there's like some placements you can use to full defend. Personally, haven't acquainted myself with them. I know there is a way, but yeah, that's just, you know, pretty much how you defend it for only 1 hit, I guess, with cycle cards. I think I've actually outcycled his rocket right now, so I can probably go in, and I mean, just using cycle cards on the for defending the barrel was really nice. Got a Knight to predict the Inferno Tower, and goes for a Knight opposite lane. Okay, I think he's 1 off rocket right now, so gonna go archers at the bridge to predict. He might rocket again, but he does also have to defend the archers, so I think he has to like log 2. Or if not, then I should get some archer chip. Yeah, nice. I do get a little bit of archer chip. Really nice stuff. Archers are so overpowered right now. But yeah, he's back to his princess, so I kind of have to be careful if he goes princess the bridge. I don't want to predict too early, though, because if I predict low in elixir, he might not go for princess. Then I'll just waste my cycle cards. So yeah, just going to go for skeletons in the middle, I think. And then I'm actually already back to an Xbow. I can probably go in with an Xbow Knight, because he's definitely like 3 away from a rocket. Got a Knight to predict the Inferno Tower. And this should... Okay, get a lock. And he actually doesn't even place the Inferno Tower in time. I think he panicked or something, but yeah, that's pretty much going to be a good game because E-Spirit doesn't even retarget the Xbow, and his tower's down to 1500. So this is one way you can play against Logbait, I guess. This is kind of situational, but since my opponent, you know, defended with the rocket kind of late, you know, he went Knight Princess then rocket in single instead of just going Knight rocket like normal. Like you would normally, I was able to just, you know, outcycle the rocket eventually and get a huge punish, because actually, believe it or not, back in the day when Xbow was 2.9 Xbow with the Ice Golem, usually you would play and try and outcycle Logbait in single especially. Also gonna go for an Xbow just because I would like to, you know, keep the pressure up, not really allow him to rocket cycle. Yeah, just force the rocket out on my Xbow, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Gonna skeletons predict the princess at the bridge. Okay, missed a log, oops, kind of, sometimes I mess up the barrels, but yeah, gonna Ice Spirit as well, just predict the princess at the bridge. And I mean, this game is pretty much over. Gonna Xbow to pressure a bit. And he goes for a log. Okay, he should be low in elixir. Definitely gonna archers as well. And if he rockets, then he's just... Okay, he goes gang, which means he's trying not to rocket, which should pretty much lose in the game, yeah. Usually if they're down, they try and defend without going for a rocket. And then you can usually... as long as you predict your Xbow and catch, you can usually get a really nice punish off. And yeah, just be prepared. But really nice win against Logbait. Outcycled the rocket in single and punished very well. Alright guys, for our next game against Diego Arel, or Diego RA 1030, he gives the Dark Prince Cry. It gives a good luck back too. Gonna Ice Spirit to start things out as usual. Goes for a Battle Ram. Oh, this could be P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam. I would really love that. Gonna log the Battle Ram back. Gonna Archers for the Ewiz. This should be an okay play, I think, because they should take the Ewiz out. Okay, gonna Skeletons protect the Archers. Okay, messed up. Oops. I think I have to Ice Spirit for this Bandit too then. Just because I didn't protect the Archers well enough, but that's just gonna be fine. So P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam should be a super good matchup. Really happy to see a matchup like this after, you know, so much E-Giant and other random nonsense on Path of Legends. But yeah, this should be pretty good. So gonna Knight the back. Goes Dark Prince back. Oh, that's actually really good because that means he doesn't even have a Rail Ghost. He has a Dark Prince, and that is like even easier to deal with. So I mean, I take that. Gonna go log and gonna Archers and then Xbow with this Knight plus Archers, and I don't want to... Okay, I actually messed up. I wanted to stack Archers, like, with my Xbow. I wanted to go Xbow in the middle, so I would kind of separate them to prevent spell value. But sadly, I messed up because one Archer went to the right, so this Xbow is pretty much dead because I can't really kill the P.E.K.K.A in time. I think it's not worth to fireball that for sure. Just gonna try and, you know, lightly defend this P.E.K.K.A. Maybe I can, like, Ice Spirit log on the Ewiz. And then, yeah, just try and outcycle the P.E.K.K.A in single. Gonna Ice Spirit log on the Ewiz, I think. And actually, I'm already, like, 1 off an Xbow, and he's, like, 3 off of P.E.K.K.A because he went P.E.K.K.A Ewiz, that's all. So, you know, that's just kind of how you can use Xbows to your advantage. I'm actually going to go Knight plus Xbow. Okay, goes Ram opposite lane. I'm going to Skeletons Ice Spirit for the Ram. This should be a nice lock in the right, I hope. Gonna Ice Spirit too. Okay, he does go for a Rage. Actually, I think that Rage is going to let the Ram lock on. Gonna log it back. Okay, yeah, I just barely got the charge. I do get an Xbow lock, but at what cost, right? I'm taking a lot of damage, so maybe that was a bit too overzealous on my end. Like, I was kind of, you know, really happy outcycled the P.E.K.K.A, like, big time, but at the same time, you know, I kind of got screwed over by his pressure with the Ram. That's actually a really good play with that Battle Ram and then Rage. He got more damage than me, so that was kind of unfortunate, but this should still be a really good matchup considering it's like P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam with Rage. Like, Rage is really not a good card in my opinion. It's like, ever since they changed it, I would say it's less threatening, more of like a cycle card in terms of the damage it does. Anyway, gonna Xbow. Trying to outcycle the P.E.K.K.A right here. Even though I might not get a lock, I can probably outcycle, but I'm gonna go Knight just in case I do get a lock somehow. And P.E.K.K.A does actually die, so that's gonna be a lock, and we force out the Fireball. I think I can probably just Xbow at 6 again, because he just went for a Fireball. He's definitely, like, low on Elixir, and probably not back to P.E.K.K.A, so gonna Xbow again. Hover Skeletons for the Bandit. Does go for the Bandit. Gonna Archers as well to DPS. Log the Dark Prince back, and this should probably be a lock, I think. Okay, he goes for a Ram. Yeah, that's definitely a lock, because he doesn't have enough for an Ewiz. And a Knight to protect. Goes for a Rage, and this is what I was talking about. Like, Rage is kind of useless against Xbow, because it doesn't reset anything, and it's like, it's just not a great card in my opinion. I don't see it very often. So he does have a Fireball too. Very interesting P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam variant. Gonna give him the well played and good luck because he did punish me really well in single with that Ram. We still were able to, you know, come out on top because it's a really good matchup for me. So really happy with that. Let's keep the matches going, of course. Alright guys, for our next game against Ali822, I think I am like 2 or 3 wins away from Ultimate Champion now. He's from the Canadian clan. I think that's B-Rad's clan. Gonna Ice Spirit the bridge, start things out as always. Does just go for an Okay, Exe the back. This is really awkward because I think if I go Knight the back, it'll just be a really bad play. Even though I don't want to go Tesla like in the middle, it's risky too. Like, what if he has a balloon? Then I'll be kind of screwed. But I think it's safer than going Knight the back, because if I go Knight the back, it'll just walk up, go into the Exe, and then, you know, kind of be useless. So I think that's probably like a safe play. Okay, goes Lightning. I don't know what is with people going Lightning these days, but just gonna Xbow to punish, Ice Spirit to predict whatever. He actually just lets it lock on, goes E-Barbs. Okay, I'm gonna probably protect this with Knight Skeletons, because I mean, what was that play, right? Gonna log this back as well, just hold this Xbow lock as long as I can. Skeletons might actually kill the E-Barb, I think. Yeah, that's like, oh, in range of 1 tower hit, or 2 maybe. We do get a huge lock though. Wow, he actually just lost in single, I think. He goes for a Furnace. I don't think I can Fireball that, just because I'm really low on Elixir. I guess I should, but I mean, I'm down 4, so this is risky for sure. I think do I Ice Spirit? I think I shouldn't Ice Spirit just because I'm down so much Elixir again. Like, let's see when he plays something in the back. That'll tell me, you know, how much Elixir he's at. It'll be indicative of it, so let's see. I'm at 7 right now. Okay, I'm actually not down that much Elixir. Goes to E-Giant at the back. I'm at 8. I'm only down 2, I guess. But yeah, wait, E-Giant, E-Barbs, Exe. Okay, this is a really weird deck. But I guess I'm glad, like I said, you know, Tesla in the middle. I guess you make plays like those, you kind of leave your opponents up to make mistakes. Like, I went Tesla in the middle. My opponent went Lightning on it with an Executioner. Like, that was a very crazy play, ridiculous push. Like, Executioner Lightning, I'm sorry, is not a push. So that was just kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, we got really nice punish. Goes for a Lightning again. I actually think I can probably Xbow here, just because that was a super aggressive Lightning, and he just went Phoenix at the bridge too. I'm definitely going to Xbow with this Knight plus Archer. He might go Executioner, but I mean, this should actually take the Executioner out if I'm not mistaken. Okay, actually, Xbow doesn't even lock on, or rather, doesn't even block it in time. I'm going to lock the Exe back just to take it out and keep this Xbow lock as long as possible, and that's going to be pretty much good game, because I mean, what is he going to do, right? He's pretty much losing both his towers, and again, it's pretty much by virtue of his really bad lightnings. I don't know what is up with those, but okay, I don't think I need to commit to this E-Barb. Actually, I guess I will. Okay, I took one hit, so that was, okay, I'm lagging a bit. That knight came down really late. Anyway, gonna defensive Xbow again, pretty much standard. This placement does pull an E-Giant, and I mean, usually I don't like going defensive Xbow against E-Giant, because I'd rather save it for offense, but since I already have his tower down, it's pretty much over. Okay, I guess he gave up, so just going to take the 3 crown. Really interesting player there. He went for Exe at the back and then Lightning. See, for example, if I went Knight at the back against that Executioner, I probably wouldn't have gotten that situation, because Knight would just walked up, died to the Exe, and then I would have been kind of screwed over, I guess. But because I went Tesla instead, I guess he did go Lightning. He was inclined to go for a Lightning, even though I think it was a really bad play. I'm happy he did it, of course. Yeah, that's going to be one of Ultimate Champion, guys. So far, undefeated video, so going to try and get the final win here. Really no idea what my win rate's going to be like, because I know I've lost at least like 4 or 5. Definitely lost early on, which was really bad. I think I've lost like 2 or 3 in the higher up leagues. But yeah, final game against Austin. He gives the WoW. Give him good luck. He's from the Xbow clan. This could be an Xbow mirror match. Going to go for a log. Just to start things out, of course. Goes Xbow first play. Okay, and a Knight plus Tesla. He does go Xbow Archers. He's being very aggressive. I'm going to Archers myself just to protect the Tesla and try and defend this. And he goes for a log too. That was super aggressive. I don't think that was a good log, because he just spent a lot of elixir. And I mean, Xbow first play is kind of annoying, but I guess since I cycled a log, it was fine. Anyway, though, he doesn't have either cycle cards in hand, so I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit just to punish. This is like a really small thing, but as you guys can see, it does kind of add up, because I know he just used Skeletons plus E-Spirit on my Xbow. He wouldn't, or on his Xbow defense, rather, like on my Archers, whatever. So I knew he didn't have any cycle cards in hand, so just that small, knowledge of that was able to get me a really nice, Ice Spirit connection, I guess. Gonna Knight Tesla for this Xbow again, and then Archers. So if they go Xbow, Knight Tesla Archers is guaranteed to defend it. Like, this definitely should defend this Xbow, I'm pretty sure, especially because of how broken Archers are. Yeah, he goes for attempted defense with the Knight plus Archers of his own, but I mean, technically he just spent more elixir, right? He spent Xbow against Tesla is 2 more elixir. I think I can definitely punish with an Xbow myself, because he's being too aggressive. Like, usually I wouldn't say you should go for a Knight with your Xbow, because you'd rather have a Knight to defend the opponent's Xbow. So right now he doesn't have a Knight in cycle. Tesla going to make use of that. Okay, actually goes for a really good prediction, Tesla. Wow. Get a Knight plus Ice Spirit to retarget it, but that was actually really well played. But this should be a small lock, I hope, at least. Okay, goes for a Knight. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to go Archers, actually, just to try and get a lock. I don't think he is, okay, really not the best log, no offense to him, but he should have logged my Xbow. Since he didn't log the Xbow, he's going to take like 1,000 damage for that. He should have just waited like maybe half a second and then logged the Xbow plus the Archers, but thankfully he didn't. He just logs the Archers. I guess he kind of panicked, but yeah, that's going to be, a really nice lock, and that's pretty much going to be a good game, because I mean, an Xbow mirror match, unless you mess up big time, this kind of lead is pretty much over. Although my cycle is really messed up right now, so we'll see. I do have to defend this Xbow. It's going to Knight down low. I can probably Archers for this Xbow. I think it should be fine, and then they should do a pretty good job, because I mean, Archers are really good. Yeah, 1 Archers on the Xbow. As you guys can see, like, that Archer's going to town, because Archers are just so strong right now, so I have to admit they kind of bailed me out there. My cycle was really messed up, but I was able to get a big lock. That actually, to his credit, that was a really good prediction, Tesla, because he was down elixir, his cycle was bad. So yeah, definitely well played. Okay, gonna Skeletons for this Xbow. Really aggressive Fireball on his end. I think I can maybe defensive Xbow to punish the Fireball. I could also go in, maybe, but I'm not sure which one would be better, actually. I guess I could just log cycle and chill right now. And I think he's going to go in, so I'm going to defensive Xbow, especially because, again, he just used his Fireball. He doesn't actually have a way to defend this. Goes for a defensive Xbow himself. I would Knight opposite lane, I think, and then Archers for his Archers, Skeletons pull his Knight away, and then log the Archers back, and this should be an okay defense, I think. Yeah, my Xbow's on his Xbow, so it should be pretty good. Nice little Xbow battle there, and I think I can go in because I have my Xbow still alive. It's going to Xbow right now. Should be a decent push, because I do have an Xbow slightly alive, although it's pretty much dead. Going to Knight as well to predict the Tesla or whatever, and let's see what he wants to go for. Archers, okay, I think there's no... Okay, he goes for a Fireball log. I'm going to log his Archers too and just let that go, because, I mean, he just spent Fireball log. I think that's fine. Like, you don't always have to get an Xbow lock, by the way, out of Xbows. Like, based on the situation, it can be good enough just to, you know, bait Elixir out and, you know, force responses out. Like, I forced out the Fireball Log, which he didn't really want to go for, so now I can go for defensive Xbow and pretty much not get punished for it because he doesn't have Fireball in Cycle. Gonna Archers for his Xbow too, just protect my defensive Xbow, and again, I can go in with this defensive Xbow, so pretty much a big principle in the Xbow mirror match. If you have a defensive Xbow, you protect it. You can definitely go in and make use of it. Like, right now, this should be a pretty good Xbow opportunity, especially because the defensive Xbow, as you guys can see, is helping out. I think I'll log the Archers and try and get back to maybe a Knight to protect my Xbow. Okay, my defensive Xbow was going to town on his. Okay, never mind though, apparently, or rather unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect my Xbow, but neither was he. He went for a really bad Knight, so I think I can definitely go in. I think that was kind of a panic Knight. Gonna Knight. He does go for a Tesla, but I was able to catch it this time. Gonna log the Tesla back, and that Xbow is in Fireball range of his weak side tower, so just gonna take the Fireball value. Ice Spirit Skeletons for his Archers, and then Archers as well. Okay, his Archers are going to town on my Xbow though, so yeah, I do get like one. Okay, really panic Fireball. Like, I was gonna chill, but since he went for that Fireball, not sure what that was about. I'm gonna go in. Okay, really good prediction Tesla on his end. He actually is kind of on point with those predictions, but yeah, we still do get. Okay, actually didn't get much. I'm gonna pre-Tesla myself just because I kind of got screwed over in that sequence, and I'd rather just, you know, chill, I guess. Gonna defense Expo. He goes Archers into my Tesla. Really nice because they just kind of died to the Tesla. I'm just going to Fireball to be safe, Fireball Log, and that should pretty much be good game because, I mean, yeah, like, Fireball Log is pretty much guaranteed to take out most of an Expo's HP, and I can pretty much just Fireball his tower at the very end here, so yeah, game is pretty much over. Really nice stuff overall, really nice Expo mirror match, pretty much how you want to play the mirror match. Just, you know, protect your defensive Expos, win the battles, and punch at the right times. To his credit, my opponent did do some really good prediction Teslas when he was down Elixir or in a bad situation. It did kind of catch my Expos. I didn't expect him to go for them, so that was well played, but we were able to get a really nice sequence at the start and pretty much held on to it the whole time by defending his Expo as well. So let's see what my win rate is actually going to be. I'm kind of curious, and okay, 90%. I guess I'm okay with that. I mean, 90% isn't bad. Like, it's better than, you know, 80-something, which is what I've been getting before. But obviously, I lost quite a bit early on, which I would have liked to do better at. On my other account, I can definitely do better. I can probably get like 98 or 99, hopefully, because I haven't lost. I've only lost once so far. But yeah, 90% is not too bad. I guess it's pretty nice. This is the new system where they have the 10 times win multiplier thing. But yeah. Overall, that was a crazy E-Giant deck, man. What was that? That's going to put me pretty much top 5,000 in the world, so not too bad. You know, not too great because it's getting closer to the end of the season, but again, I've been really busy with schoolwork and stuff, you know, project work especially. It's been really tough. I've been working really hard on it. At least I'd like to think I have recently, so yeah, I've been a bit busy, but yeah, these are my games so far. I beat a lot of tough matchups, like, you know, this minor deck. Hoggy Q beat a lot of E-Giant, like a lot of E-Giant. I really don't like E-Giant. And then I did lose. I beat Hoggy Q2. I lost to this Golem deck. Really annoying Golem clone arrows. I beat Giant Graveyard, I think. Yeah. Overall, though, my other losses were all super early on, unfortunately. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for the video, guys. 90% winner to Ultimate Champion 3.0 Xbow Cycle. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. And I will see you in the next one.